Hey, this is the Headset Historian, and today I want to talk about the Aubika Fast Charging Excellence Head Strap, which is a wonderful name. It explains what it is, has a very, beautiful adjective stuck in the middle of it, and yeah. So this head strap is for the Quest 3. It's quite a popular one at the moment for a good reason, but it might not be for everyone, as I'll get into in a wee bit. Aubika are a relative newcomer to the third-party periphery game. You've got the more established ones like AMVR and Bobo VR. Aubika, they've been about for a bit, maybe not quite as long as some of those other companies, but they're fairly well established now. And you can even tell the packaging is quite nice. It's not just your generic brown box like a lot of cheaper head straps are. So let's take a look at the head strap itself. So this is the head strap, and this is the top strap that comes along. It's very well cushioned. It's a nice firm cushion. A lot of them have a soft cushioning, which means you do have to tighten it up quite a bit more on your head. I prefer a firmer one because I feel it distributes the weight a lot better and actually, kind of puts more of the weight to the top of your head. So the foam material inside this is quite nice. I appreciate it a lot. This is the head strap itself. I will say it's one of the better feeling ones in terms of build quality. Some of that's down to the weight, but it does feel quite solid, and the adjustable knob at the back, I know it's not a big deal, but it has a very pleasing sound to it, and it also seems like it's not going to break or over ratchet or anything like that. There's a lot of them that feel very plasticky, and there's a harsh click to them, and I kind of always wonder, how long is this going to last? But you've also got a battery indicator on the top. I've been using it for a while, like I said. It's the elite style strap, so it's that kind of more flat one, not like a halo style strap. It's quite good. Probably one of the biggest features of this one, and the one why a lot of people like it, is the fact that the battery bank in this has enough power output to actually charge the Quest 3 while it's being used. So there's a bit of controversy around the Bobo M2, for example, or M3 rather. That one, it could only keep the headset charged to about 80%, and then it would start to drop off after a while. This one, it does keep the headset charged to 100%, which is quite nice. So it's, I guess you would say, it's a higher output. Obviously you don't have the benefit of an interchangeable battery, which, is something that is a benefit of the Bobo, but then if you can't actually keep it charged, then that might be an issue. This does have an 8000 milliamp battery, which is quite nice, so it's a good size. Personally, I never felt like I was going to run out of battery. I found with this head strap, I would get on a hard to run game on the Quest, for example, like a game that's really maxing out, I would get about 4 to 5 hours using this head strap. So that's pretty good, and no issue there. For me personally, I don't go over. Very rarely would I ever go over that sort of length of a play session. It's usually maybe 2 hours, and then I'll pop it on the charge even for just half an hour and then come back. So for me, the non-interchangeable battery wasn't an issue. So let me just quickly install it onto the Quest 3 so you can see what it looks like, and then we'll talk about it a wee bit more. They really did not make this part of the head strap. Not Aubika, but just Quest 3. This part is very annoying for putting on and out head straps. Just simply clips on either side. It's very straightforward. There's nothing tricky about it. Then just feed this in here. It's adjustable. Pop back on your facial interface. It comes with a cable management already on it. And then pop it in, and that's it. So you can see what it looks like there. It's quite nice. I do think the build quality is good. The color matching is pretty close. It's one of the closer ones. I haven't really come across any head strap that actually matches the color of the Quest 3 well. So this one's quite close. So yeah, it's very nice, feels solid. Comfort wise, it's very close to being great. The only issue is if you have larger ears, and that is why I won't be going ahead with this head strap. It's not the one that I'm choosing to use for going forward. The issue for me is that this flat part here, and I didn't have this issue on the Quest 2, so I'm guessing it's the head strap positioning has changed in general, but this part right here, where this circular adjustable part is, the top of this cuts into my ears, and after about 10 minutes it's very, very painful. So I pushed through it just so I could test the battery life and stuff, but it actually is physically painful for me. So I'm not sure, you know, how to gauge that. What's a good way for you to test if your ears fit well enough? It might be a case of just buying it and seeing for yourself and returning it if it doesn't work. But for me, unfortunately, this head strap is a no-go because it cuts into my ears too much. If it wasn't for that, this would be for sure the head strap that I would keep using with this. For reference, I've got a bunch of other head straps that I've been testing. I have decided on one from Bobo VR, and it's not the M3, by the way, so I'll be showing that off in a later video. But I've used ones like the Bobo VR M3, which is great, like the kind of Halo style strap, and then I've used, you know, official Elite straps and things like that, and the Vive DAS. I've used a bunch of different ones. Vive DAS, I will say that might be, if you're familiar with the Vive DAS, that might give you an idea of whether this will cut into your ears or not. The Vive DAS just about touches my ears, so it touches them a tiny bit, but not enough for it to be an issue. However, if your ears touch the Vive DAS at all, then this will touch your ears more and it will be painful and it'll be unusable. So I'm hoping to come out with a revision of this that maybe reduces the size of this part or raises it up or something like that. But as it stands, unfortunately, I can't use this head strap. If you have small ears, then I guess I would recommend it. It's very good build quality. The price is quite expensive. I paid £60 sterling, so that's maybe about $80 US. That's quite expensive for a head strap, you know, considering what there is here. It's a battery bank and some plastic, you know, battery bank, an 8000 milliamp battery bank is going to cost you maybe what, £7 or £8 sort of thing. So obviously you've got it in a different form factor and stuff, but yeah, there's a decent margin on these products, which is fine, you know, because they're catering to a niche. But yeah, for me, unfortunately, this head strap is a no-go. I can't use it, but I do love the foam. I do love the build quality. The battery is very good. The battery actually charges the head strap to 100%. It's just my ears physically touching the sides ends up making it a no-go. So yeah, that was a very quick, hopefully, review of this. I just want to get straight to the points. There's not a huge pile to say. There's no point in dragging it out. And I do have some other videos coming up on other head straps. So one that you'll not have heard of and one that you may have heard of coming from Bobo VR. It's their newest one. And yeah, I'll see you in those videos soon. Hopefully this was useful. And yeah, take care. Have a great day.